Oh, well, this is... Well, it's Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And it's a spin-off game. It's not a stealth game. Metal Gear Rising is an action game co-developed by Kojima and Platinum Games, who make such nice games.
That's Raiden!
Well, yeah.
And it's over the top with lightning.
They made Bayonetta, and before they were Platinum, they were Clover, and they made Beautiful Joe. The head director of this game was the head programmer for Beautiful Joe. That should tell you what this game is like.
Metal Gear Rising. Revengeance.
My favorite game I've never played. Just right there.
So, when I hit start, Ryan said the title of the game, and he only says that if you punch in the Konami code at the start screen.
Nice.
I also get something else for punching the Konami code. Also, normally I wouldn't point this stuff out, but if you play this game, please put the camera sensitivity all the way up, because it is slow as molasses otherwise. Please do this. For God's sake. It's very important. But, no, when you punch in the...
It's so weird considering everything else is going to be so high speed.
Yeah. When you punch in the Konami code... As
we will see shortly.
You unlock the other two difficulties that you normally only get by beating the one below it. So normally, you only go up to hard, but punching the Konami code, you get very hard in Revengeance mode.
Nice. But you could unlock Revengeance mode. It would just take a minimum of 2 playthroughs to do it.
Yeah.
Or, 5 seconds, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
We've come so far in just 3 short years.
The sign of a strong leader, sir.
No. The will of a strong people. And one very able advisor.
Thank you, sir.
Your team deserves credit as well, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
Just doing our job, Mr. Prime Minister.
I must admit, I once thought of groups like yours as opportunists, enablers of war. But you've trained our new army well. Order has returned sooner than expected. Perhaps I was wrong about these private military companies.
We prefer private security providers, sir. Most of Maverick's contracts do focus on security.
Yes, well, security can mean many things.
There's a saying I like. One sword keeps another in the sheath. Sometimes the threat of violence alone is a deterrent. Sometimes by taking a life, others can be preserved. It's the code the samurai lived by.
A soldier and a philosopher. You are full of surprises, Mr. Lightning Bolt.
I could say the same about you, Mr. Prime Minister.
What is happening?
Someone's blocking the lead vehicle. Hold on.
Clear the road! This is official state business! I said clear the road! We're authorized to use force if you do!
that?
A cyborg.
One of our competitors? Courtney, what is happening?
We got hit, sir. A cyborg.
Whose?
EXIF comes up unaffiliated.
I'll notify all checkpoints. Get on money out of there.
Yes, sir.
We are going to die.
Stay calm.
He's got friends on our 12.
Raiden,
I'm on it. Guard the Prime Minister. Let's get this over with.
take out those hostiles.
They don't look that hostile. Okay, alright, maybe.
So there's two basic attacks. There's light attacks and strong attacks. This is nothing but light attacks. It's kind of context sensitive, so you just push in a direction and Raiden just flies at him. Really fast attacks that you can jump out of really easily. Pretty weak though.
Repair units from your foes to replenish your own supply. Raiden, the limo is in trouble. Get back there, ASAP.
And that dude is Boris, and he's like the boss man. Since this is just what Raiden does for a living, he's just a cyborg man for people that want to pay him to be a cyborg man.
It's interesting that they point out that this is really not a stealth game by having you automatically in alert from the very first moment of the game.
Yeah. So here you can see the orange circle around him. That's just by locking onto him. And locking on is important, especially for boss fights. Please lock on to people. Also, when I was attacking him a couple times there's certain hits that made time slow down for a second, and it kind of tinted the screen blue, and that's important.
Yeah.
You'll see that again in a second.
Oh, okay.
These are heavy attacks. You can see that Raiden still grabs his sword with his feet when he does heavy attacks. And that whole combo there is the normal heavy combo. That's just pressing the triangle button 4 times.
Seems simple enough.
But if you do that same combo, and on the 4th hit, instead of pressing the button once, you rapidly press it, and you get this instead. And that hit also does the slow motion thing, which is important. Keep it in mind. I'm really stressing this.
So far, everything is really important.
It's very important. You also got like a sprint just by holding down the R1 button. Light attacks is just a normal dash. You do a strong attack and you slide. The slide is also really good at the beginning of the game.
I've got a feeling that's pretty important.
Pretty important, yeah.
Yeah.
When you slide into people, these soldiers at least, when you slide into them, it trips them. And you can also smash them back into the ground if you do another heavy attack after sliding into them. Ninja run, if dudes start shooting at you, as long as you're ninja running, Raiden just spins his sword everywhere and just deflects all the bullets.
What are you doing, Raiden? Get to that limo.
I'm demonstrating the mechanics, Boris. Gosh.
So there are more advanced combos by going in between the strong and light attacks, but I won't really get into that in this video, because there's a bunch of other stuff to talk about instead. Like how all the men just spark like the Power Rangers.
Maybe they are Power Rangers. You know how many seasons of Power Rangers there have been?
A lot.
Oh wait, I'll shut up. This is important.
So one thing this game does is it doesn't explain itself very well. If you're a person that hates hand-holding games, you will love this because it doesn't tell you shit. So the main way you defend yourself in this game is with this parry move. It's not a button, it feels more like a fighting game command. So like if a guy is attacking me, I push the stick in the direction he's attacking me from and I press the light attack button at the same time. So if you're already moving and pressing the stick, and the guy's about to attack you, you have to let go of the stick and then press it in the direction of the dude again, while pressing light attack. It sounds awkward, but...
That guy was still dancing, and he was only legs.
Yeah, that's the thing that can happen.
Oh,
Like this.
I love that.
Yeah. Depending on how you cut guys in half, they have different reactions.
Oh, say.
Yeah. But like that slow motion, anytime you do any attack or anything that makes the game go into slow motion, going to blade mode by holding the L1 button gives you the ability to chop dudes in half. And it's neat. And you can eventually do other things with blade mode.
Okay, so this is a shipment of the football lanes. They're being installed.
I'm pretty sure they said they need this pole removed to make more room for the footballs.
For the football lanes, yeah.
When you're not in slow motion, you cannot cut dudes in half, but you can still cut normal objects. The way you control free blade mode is you spin the right stick around to angle the cut, and then you just let go of the stick for Raiden to, like, cut stuff.
I'm really hoping for a chapter where you plays a flashback, like in between games before Raiden went back to war, and he's just like a lumberjack.
He's just cooking, and you gotta cut the fish in slow motion to get the bones out. If you don't want to do accurate cuts, you can also do light attack for horizontal cuts and strong attack for vertical cuts. But every time you press the button, he kind of gets random angles, so it's not as accurate.
Right. That's cool.
So you're Jack.
What do you want with the Prime Minister?
I want him dead. Nothing personal, of course. Africa's just getting a bit too peaceful.
What?
Business ain't been the same since they shut down SOP. A clean break from the war economy. Huh. Well, some of us like that economy. How's an honest warmonger supposed to make a living?
This is your answer? Don't do it!
Don't worry now. I won't. Not while he's still useful. So long.
They have a metal gear? Gear?
Clearly.
Right. Take out that UMG and get after it.
Oh,
Catch that missile before it blows.
Metal Gear Rays are so old now.
Danger run to deflect those shots.
So, when you're fighting Ray, just hitting him does not do a lot of damage. Like, I'm doing less than 1% per hit here.
Uh-huh.
So what you want to do instead of just hitting him, well, you can see his legs have health bars, but also you can parry him.
Ah!
And when you parry him, you can counter the parry by going to blade mode and just chop the shit off the armor.
Yes.
And depending on which attack you parry, you will cut different parts of him off. The same thing happens like if you deplete the health on his legs. Like there's two things in each leg you take out. First time you get his leg down to half, you take one. Then when you get all the health down, you can take another part off. Or he can stomp on you. Well, fuck that. Parry it. Cut his leg armor off. Eat it.
So the parry, very important, once again.
The parry's very important. One thing I didn't get to talk about because it went by too fast is that if you do not parry until just as an attack is going to hit you, you do a counter parry, which is just a counter attack, does a lot of damage. That's why I was able to cut those guys in half earlier, because I counter parried them. You can also cut the guns off his arms.
Yeah. I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
Also, when I'm cutting parts off of him, you'll hear different, like, guitars come in. The music in this game, well, the whole game has dynamic music, so, like, here, more instruments and, like, guitars kick in when you start chopping shit off of Ray.
Yes! Yes, they do!
And then when you get back to the normal part of the fight, the music just goes to the normal track again. All the boss fights do this, a lot of the normal fights do this, it's really cool. And you haven't even seen the best part yet. Also, his tail, fuck it, parry it! Cut his whole tail off!
Yes!
There's an achievement for cutting this part off. So when you get Ray down to 0.1% health, he'll jump to one side of the arena and he'll just sit there and just shoot his cannon over at you. So you want to get close to him, because this game also has finishing moves!
Sweeping wide open! Хорошо, very good. But do not rest easy just yet, huh?
I love how even Boris, like, gets really into that.
How couldn't you? This is amazing!
Go!
So you, after a lot, not all fights, but most fights in this game are ranked. Highest is an S, lowest is a D. For this prologue chapter, all you're rated on is time, but there is that bonus for taking no damage. So you either need to get an S, you either need to beat Ray in less than 3 minutes, or take no damage. And I was 1 second over, so good thing I took no damage.
So is the take no damage enough of a bonus that you can just take your dear sweet time, or...?
It is. For this fight, it
Oh,
is.
cool.
Also, Ninja Run lets you automatically platform over stuff.
Aww.
But stop! Don't chase that guy. There's a hidden thing here. It is really sneaky.
Oh, that is devious. Is it that plant? Is that plant important?
Lots of collectibles in here. First type of collectible are hard drives. Pick these up and you unlock concept art. But also, collecting certain amounts of collectibles will unlock things better than concept art.
Like, in-game items?
Yep.
Maybe? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do not
definitely.
let him out of your sight. You must catch him. That damn new cheat. It still works?
Oh, it's Ray again. But he fights entirely differently this time. So you can just jump over these, Or you can ninja slide under them, but the timing's a lot harder. Also, it's easier to jump over them if you're ninja running, because when you're ninja running, you get more height when you jump. Also, anytime the game goes into slow-mo is a cue that you can probably do something in blade mode. Especially if that Japanese character pops up on the top right side of the screen, that definitely means do something in blade mode.
What does that mean? Like, does it just mean blade mode?
Zandatsu. And you'll figure out what exactly Zandatsu means next video.
Because it popped up in your mission clear ranking screen.
Yeah. That's the move you'll be able to do later on.
Okay.
Eat it. So once you've like chopped all the parts off of him, just parrying him makes him just fall over for a little while.
Okay. I mean, I really like this part after the bullshit of the second phase, where he can just throw you out the window automatically. I hate that.
Also, this prologue drops a ton of healing items for you, but
yeah, I've seen.
In a normal game, that is definitely not the case. It's just this beginning part gives you lots of healing items.
Finish that bastard off!
And of course, obviously we're going to use the ninja run to jump on missiles.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Well, obviously we're going to defy gravity, run down the clock tower, and avoid missiles! Look at this!
This is what's important! I found the important thing!
And he took no damage.
He's headed for the front of the train. After him. Raiden, an unidentified field roader is headed your way. Keep an eye out.
So Ryan works for a security company and is called MSC, it's Maverick Security Company. Also, this train car over here, you touch it, starts the next cutscene. But don't do it! Look over this ledge. There's a collectible, very sneakily hidden right here.
These guys are bastards.
Yeah, there are a couple other sneaky ones. They aren't all this bad, but these first two, really sneaky.
Prime Minister!
Huh. Too little too late, hero. I won't be needing my little shield here any longer.
Stop!
What about all the good things war has done for us? Why don't we ever hear speeches about that? jobs, technology, a common purpose.
Raiden, forget me. Stop him.
You ain't listening. Mind if I got in? All we're saying.
Give war a chance!
No!
He's all yours, Sam!
Let's go.
I think those two should trade names.
What's your name? Sam. What's your name? Raiden. Put it together, we're Sam and Raiden. Wait.
Oh dear. I meant the big guy sounds a lot more like a Sam to me.
Self-taught. And not half bad. Still.
He's Vamp the second. He's got the... He looks kind of like him.
He looks kind of like Vamp, but he doesn't really act like Vamp.
He's smarmy.
Yeah, he's smarmy, but he's... Other than that, he's not very Vamp. He's more laid back than Vamp. Also doesn't lick his knives all the time and be creepy. So, when you're seeing me parry his attacks there, I'm not doing one parry motion. For every time an enemy attacks, you have to do the parry motion. So like, a 4-hit combo, I have to push the stick towards him 4 times and press the attack button 4 times.
Now I see. You deny your weapon its purpose. It yearns to bathe in the blood of your enemies, but you hold it back. No. My sword is a tool of justice.
Raiden, are you all right? You're almost clear of the tunnel. Just hang on.
This is all the Ripper has to offer? Gotta try hard at that. Oh, do you want to practice first? Gotta try hard at that. This is what happens when you bring a tool to a sword fight. It's over.
lucky devil.
Kept you waiting, huh? Down you go! Flares!
You made me bleed my own blood.
So at the end of every stage,
S rank for getting your ass kicked. Congratulations.
in the top right, you can see the 2 S ranks I got, and then it adds them all up. However, you can only actually get an S rank for, like, total if all of your ranks are an S.
Well, yeah, this is from the guy who did Beautiful Joe. You don't get a Rainbow V for nothing.
Yeah, so even if you have, like, a bunch of S's but 1 A, you're getting an A rank. And then you get bonus BP, which is,
cash.
Battle points, just what you use to upgrade Raiden later. One other thing. At the beginning of this fight, if you don't actually attack Sam, he won't attack you for a while either. And instead, he'll just kind of chill out and, like, very slowly mosey on up to you.
Just 2 manly men checking out each other's manly synthetic muscles.
Yeah.
Admiring their powerful phallic symbols.
Kind of gives you a stare down for a second. And there's one other attack they didn't do in the first run.
This is one tall as hell tunnel.
Mm-hmm. So that's the other attack you can do in that fight.
Good night, folks.
Good night.